Hello everyone, welcome in, welcome in. It's been a minute since I've been on live, but hey, I'm here now. So I'm gonna give y'all a few minutes to get in the room and then we will begin. Okay, so welcome to everybody that is in the room. And today, basically, I'm gonna talk about several things, but the main topic I'm gonna talk about is how is your mental? Okay, a lot of times we go around, people ask us, are you straight, you okay? And we reply, yeah, we straight, knowing good and well we have a lot of problems going on. So with that said, is if you know anybody, and I mean anybody that needs some word of encouragement or some uplifting, invite them on to the room. Tell them, come on in, come on in, come on in and have a seat. Okay? Hello, thank you, girl. Thank you for joining. Appreciate you. Yes, but your mental is very important. Okay, and with the mental, if you're drained physically up here, then it's hard to, proceed your day periods. Okay, so with that said, if you're feeling down, or if you feel like don't nobody care, or if you're just stressing over, just everyday life, come on in, come on in, come on in. Okay. For one, know that you are important. You are important in somebody's life, and sometimes you might not even know it. A lot of times people are not going to give you your prop, okay, and be like, oh, you did a good job, or I appreciate that good word, or I appreciate that advice. A lot of times people are not going to do that, okay? But it's a lot of people out here waiting, okay, waiting to hear what you got to say. And in your head, you might think, hey, I'm just a nobody. I don't think nobody's going to listen to me. I'm here to tell you that's a lie, okay? Because people are eager to know what you are thinking, okay? And hear your advice and hear your story. So, back to the mental. If something is stressing you out, I'm talking about to the point where you can't even think straight, you have to go back to square one. How did you get there? Okay, how did you get there? What is it exactly that is stressing you out? Is it something that you can control? Is it something that you yourself personally can fix? If not, just let it go. Just let it go. Just let it go. Take one day at a time. And when that situation appears again, then address it. But if it's something that you can't control or it's out of your hands, just leave it alone. Okay, so there's no purpose in stressing yourself out to the max, and there's nothing that you could do about it. Now, if there's something that you're stressing out that you can put some action behind it and fix it and do it, then put in the work. Put in the work for it. Okay? Now, far as the people out there that are spiritually gifted, okay, for the ones that are out there that's spiritually gifted, for those that don't know me on TikTok or YouTube or whatever it is, I'm spiritual, okay? I'm spiritual before I'm anything. And also, I'm the type, I don't judge, okay? I don't judge. So whatever you believe in, whatever you practice, that's your cup of tea, okay? And I'm not here to judge anyone. I'm not here to force religion down anybody's throat either. Okay? So, with that said, a lot of times in this world, we be needing advice from people. We be needing advice. We be needing some uplifting. And majority of the times, hey, Aisha, majority of the times it's people that are religious and they forget, like at the time when you need advice or some uplifting, they throw religion in it. And I'm not here to say religion is wrong, okay? There's nothing wrong with religion. But sometimes people just need that one-on-one. That one-on-one wants to hear, something that you have to say, okay? Because, like, for example, back in the day, when I used to go to church, okay? When I would go to advice with somebody that's, inside the church, and I'd be like, man, I'm having a hard time, this and that, they automatically throw their advice out the way and then bring religion. And they'll be like, well, the good Lord said this and that and the third. Sometimes people, they're not ready for that. Okay, they're not ready for that. Like I said, you don't force religion down people's throat. Okay, let them come to you for it. Okay, don't push it on them. So, like I said, when somebody come to you for advice or needs some uplifting, talk normal to them. Okay, talk normal to them. Give them the advice that they need. And then if they come with you about it, like far as religion wise, then go there with them. But other than that, talk like you're talking to normal people. Hey, Manuel, how you doing? But yeah, so with that said is, and another thing I want to say, when you have a good heart, okay, when you have a good heart and you're, good peoples and stuff like that, you would think that good will come to you all the time. When you are a good-hearted person and you're gifted, it's like you are a light. And I tell this to everybody. It's like you are a light. And what happens to a light? Bugs come to the light, right? All sorts of walks of bugs come to the light. Because you're this beam and they're like interested in like, wow, what is this? What is this? This is something out the norm. What is this? I want to know. So all walks of life comes to you. The good, the bad, the crazy, the over happy, whatever it is, because they want to know what you have to say. So, with that said, for my highly gifted people, when people come to you with a problem, don't take it up on yourself as it is your problem, okay? Like, help them and then address them with their situation, and then dust that energy off of you and keep it moving, okay? Because you are the messenger, okay? You are the messenger. And if you want to go in deeper, you can say basically like you are the mailman, okay? And you're here to drop off the mail. It's up to them whether they read it or not. It's up to them if they accept the message or not. You're just there just to deliver the message, okay? Now, we're going to go to the spiritual side. Now, with the spiritual side, like I said, these are for my highly gifted people now. When someone comes to you and be like, I need advice when it comes down to spiritual, and I'm not talking about Christianity or Islam or anything like that. I'm talking about spiritual work, okay? When it comes down to that and people come to you with a question, if they don't know you, they're going to automatically in their head be like, okay, I'm going to test this person and see if they're exactly who they say they are. Okay? And once you prove to them that you are serious about your spiritual work, then it will show. It will show. Okay? And then they can be more comfortable with you and basically, open up to you. Excuse me. Because you have some people out here in this world when it comes down to spiritual gifts, and they're really not gifted. They're really not gifted. They see it as a trend, or basically they see it as a dollar sign. Now, don't get me wrong. You have a gift, okay? And that gift will make room for you. And when I say that gift will make room for you, you can make money off that gift and that knowledge that you have. But this is only for the ones that are actually gifted and have the knowledge on it, not out here trying to scam people, okay? Because a lot of people don't believe in karma, okay? They don't believe in what goes around comes around, but I am one that does. So, with that said, I'm going to give you all a little story time. And you can believe it if you want. And if you don't believe it, oh well, it's not going to hurt my feelings. Okay, so it was this one particular place, okay? I'm not going to say exactly where, but it was this one particular place. My youngest daughter had wanted to take me where you could go swimming, okay? And this particular place is majority, majority, okay? And you might see, over that way, okay? So when we went and we came in the building, the lady looked at us. And when she looked at us, she was like, well, the swimming pool is over capacity. Like, it's got too many people there. So call back later or whatever, and we can see if there's any room. Keep in mind, I can actually see the pool, okay? And it's not packed. It's just that you seen that we were, and you didn't want us there. Now, I'm the type of spiritual person where I can hear what people don't say. So to me, you speak louder when you're not talking, okay? And to the normal eye, to a normal person, you'll probably be like, oh, okay, she said the pool is packed, so maybe we'll come back later. No, you did not read the room. So as a spiritual person, you also have to read the room too. And so by reading the room, you can tell on people's face expressions what they mean. Like if you go to certain businesses, like especially like stores and stuff, and when you come and counter inside the stores and they're genuinely happy and they actually like their job and like their work, oh, hey, how you doing? Come in, we have this on sale, come, check us out. Then I can see, okay, they want you here. But when you come in the store and their nose is stuck up like, hey, how you doing? Can I help you with something? You can't help me. Look at your attitude. So basically, like I said, being a spiritual person, we also have to read the room too. And like I said, we hear you when you're not talking. So, like I said, that's basically besides the point, but as a spiritual worker, whatever your gifts is, make sure you put them to usage. You have that gift for a reason. Don't let nobody shame you, okay? Nobody shame you out your gifts. And God or the universe or whatever you want to call them, Allah, whoever you want to call them, gave you a gift for a reason. And it wasn't to sit on. It's to use to help the people. Okay? And now for the other people out here that's basically on TikTok that has gifts and stuff, and well, the people that's on TikTok and they want to do things just because it's a trend and get money off of it. Hey, if that's your thing, but just know what goes around comes around. It's going to come back on you some form or fashion. But when you're genuine and true to who you really are, things will work out in your greatest good. Okay? And also, being a person that is spiritual, okay? Now, when I say spiritual, I don't mean that's the only thing that I do. Okay? And I have a relationship. Okay, I have a relationship. And like I said, some can call it the higher power, some can call it God, some can call it Allah, whatever you choose to call. And some even say the man upstairs. Okay? I have a relationship with him. Okay? And when you are favored, okay? When you are favored and chosen, and some people don't like to hear that word, he's going to protect you. He's going to protect you regardless. Okay? And so with that said, anytime somebody does something wrong to you, something usually happens to that person. And I'm not saying it to wish it on anybody, but hey, the truth is the truth. So be careful how you treat people out here because you don't know who walks with that particular person. Be careful how you treat people out here. And when you go out doing certain things or go out, just be going out, be mindful that people are watching you. People are watching you. Now, me personally being a rebel, okay? I don't do things to the T when it comes down to certain things, because at the end of the day, I'm going to be me regardless. I'm going to be me regardless whether you like me or you don't, whether you listen to me or whether you don't. And sometimes being a rebel is a good thing, because the rebels, we're not like sheeps, okay? Sheeps want to follow the line, okay? They want to follow the line. Sometimes they, go wherever, and the shepherd has to keep them, back in line. Now, the rebel, on the other hand, they want to see, why we can't go over here, or why we can't do this. Okay, I see now that this is wrong, so let me, go back to this way. But we also are what some people call daredevils. We like to push things a little bit to the limit. And we also like to dive deep in certain information and find out certain things that other people are scared to know about. Okay? And also, we also do things sometimes out the norm, like something that is just far-fetched and you're like, I wouldn't even think such thing. And we're also open-minded. Now, like I said, I'm going to go back to it. Now, being in religion, there's a lot of people that's in religion that are very strict. And when I say strict, I'm talking about they dot all their I's and cross all their T's, and they're just strict, okay? Well, newsflash. We're going to say God, okay? Like I said, you can call him God, Allah, whatever you choose to call him. If you were so perfect, I can't, like, in his, like, for as him or she or whatever you want to believe in, how can I use you if you think you're so perfect? I'm going to let you go on about your merry way because you think you can do something yourself. Go ahead. You think you can put breath in your body and you can proceed every day? You think you can provide your own food and think you can do everything on yourself? Go ahead. But me personally, I know without a doubt in my mind that it's because of God. Like I said, because whatever you want to call him, God, Allah, the Most High, whatever. I know it's because of him I'm able to do certain things. I'm able to wake up in the morning. I'm able to pray. I'm able to maneuver, do certain things. So first you have to have gratitude. Gratitude is key. Gratitude is key. All right? And after that, be your authentic self. Okay? Be your authentic self, because when he met you halfway, when he met you halfway and said, okay, this is the one, this is the one. This is the one that I'm gonna work with, because I know this male or this female needs my help. Like, I can see it in her. I know she can go far, or he can go far. I just have to be on them. And those are mainly the ones that get in trouble a lot, okay? The ones that get in trouble a lot, the rebels, the ones that, question you, why do it this way? Or why do I have to do it this way? Okay, we are those kind of people. So with those kind of people, he likes working with us because he knows he can get his message across through us. Because to the outside world, we're counted out. Because they think we're the bad guys. We're the rebels. We're this and that and the third. But in reality, that inside peace that's inside of you, your heart, your soul, your core, is something beautiful. And it takes the right person to pull it up out of you and show the world that you are this beautiful human being. Okay, but to the outside world, since you're very spiritual and you know certain things and you have this relationship with God, that, whoa, like something is off. And it's not. You're just in line with your calling. So, always be yourself. Be your authentic self, and whoever doesn't like it, oh well. Because when you're doing something right and you don't have haters, evidently you ain't doing something right. But when you have a lot of people roaring up against you and talking about you and trying to shame-face you some form of way, then evidently you're doing something right. You're doing something right. But always be true to yourself. And like I said, God can work through anybody. He can work through anybody, and it doesn't always have to matter like what you look like, because he can talk through animals. Okay, they can appear certain times. Like, these are former people that actually spiritual know what I'm talking about now. Like, you could be down and out and missing somebody on the other side, and all of a sudden you can be sitting on your porch or something and a red bird pops up. Okay, well, basically that's a sign. And whether you like it or not, or whether you believe in those things or not, that is a sign. Or you can be in your car and you're driving and you hear a certain song, and it's basically a message in that song trying to get your attention here. Okay, so never think, like I said, we're going back to the beginning, like I said in the video about your mental. Never think that you're not good enough. Okay, and never dim your light for anybody. Whatever you whatever you are gifted with, make sure you use your gifts. Okay, and like I said, it's going to be a lot of people that say your gifts are demonic, or they might not be good, or they're this, they're that. They're just jealous because they don't have the gift. Okay, I'm just going to put it point blank, period. They're jealous because they don't have the gift. Because there's different gifts. Like I said, whether you believe it or not, that doesn't matter, because at the end of the day, people have gifts. There are people out here that can see. And when I say see, I'm not talking about with your regular eyes and you looking around, thanks God, you actually have eyes and you can see and you're not blind. Thank you, But I'm talking about see past what everybody else can't see. Okay? There's people that are gifted in sight. There's people that are gifted in dreams. They can dream a certain thing and it happens. Okay? There's people that are gifted just by their mouthpiece alone. Okay? There's people also gifted in hearing. They can hear things that people can't hear. So whatever you're gifted in, make sure you put that gift to work, because he gave it to you for a reason. Now, people might use other things to enhance their gifts, and a lot of people get shamefaced for it. But who are you to judge? Unless you want to be judged. So you can see this person, we're going to say, for example, that goes to church 24/7, but then all of a sudden on the weekends they're doing tarot. They're doing tarot cards. Okay, well, to the normal eye, you're like, oh, didn't she just be in church Sunday, but she's over there reading cards? Number one, mind your business. Okay, mind your business. Because she might have went to church because she might have needed some uplifting, and she might have needed the word at that time. And then when she goes home and she uses her cards or whatever, it's like a tool. It's not like, oh, she's praising the cards, oh, thanks God, this and that and the third. No, she's using them as a tool basically to hear from spirit, and or reading them to help someone. Okay? Now, like I said, to people that's out in the world that don't know crap and that are so religious that if it's not in their particular texts or books or whatever, they think it's demonic or bad. No, it's not. And I'm here to tell you it's not. Okay? And who am I? I'm not God. Okay? I'm not God. I'm not Jesus. I'm not Muhammad. I'm not Allah. I'm none of that. Okay? I'm a human being. But like I said, I am religious also too. But I'm spiritual. Okay? Things happen in the spiritual realm before they actually appear in the physical realm. And so if God has blessed you with the gift of sight or whatever it is, he gave it to you for a reason, to help others. Okay? And it's up to them if they take that knowledge and use it. Okay? Or if they let it go here, that's not your business. Okay? But us as humans, we are quick to judge people. We are quick to judge somebody. But if we turn the camera on ourselves and look at ourselves, we're not perfect. And let's break it down. I'm one to like to break down things so people can understand. For example, in Islam, okay? I practice Islam, okay? Now, when it comes down to the covering of the hair, makes totally sense. Makes totally sense because number one, you're being very modest and you are protecting your beauty, okay? And there's also some other things that come with that. But also besides the point, you are practicing, well not practicing, you're protecting your head, your ori, if you know where I'm going with that, okay? You're protecting your crown chakra. And people say, oh, she talked about a chakra and she talked about Islam. Yes, I said it. Okay. You're protecting this. And most of the time when people want to cause harm towards you or do something bad to you, it comes from this one. Okay? So when you cover it, you're protecting it. Okay? So that's cool and all. But like I said, it's some days, I might wear short sleeves. But does not mean I'm not a good Muslim person. Okay? Or say, for instance, we don't even have to go Muslim. We can go to church. For those that, do church or whatever. All right? There's people there that cover their hair too. And especially see the older ladies in big fancy hats or whatever. You don't say nothing to them. Okay? And I'm not here to justify certain things or say certain things is good and certain things are bad because, like I said, I'm not the judge. I'm not the judge, but us as human beings, we do that a lot. We judge people. And we need to stop that. Worry about yourself. Because like I said, if you got, we're going to say you got a lawn where your grass is. Somebody else got a lawn where their grass is. We're going to say your grass ain't even cut, but you're over there fussing at your neighbor. Hey, you need to cut your grass. Well, look at your grass. Your grass is not cut. So stop worrying about what this person is doing wrong or what this person is doing right or whatever. Don't worry about people. Worry about yourself. Worry about yourself. Stop judging people, okay? Because nobody is perfect. Nobody is perfect. And like I said, whenever you do decide whatever religion you want to be in, whether it's Christianity, Islam, Buddhism, or you just want to be a spiritual person, whatever it is, at the end of the day, that's your choice. That's your choice. People can advise you on certain things or try to lead you back to the right path or whatever they think is the right path, but it's totally opposite. But sometimes you can't take advice from everybody. You got to go within that gut. You got to listen to spirit. Okay, spirit is not going to mislead you or misguide you. So, and people might say, what is spirit? Okay, it can be a voice in your head that tell you, don't do that. That's not right. Or you need to do it this way because this is going to lead to something good, and you actually do it and it actually happens. That's spirit. And then however your relationship, okay, no matter what religion you believe in, the most important thing is your relationship with the source. And when I say source, I mean God. Like I said, you can call him God, you can call him Allah, you can call him the man upstairs, whatever you want to call him. That's the important thing, is your relationship with him or her, whatever you want to believe in. Your relationship with God, okay? Now, when you have your relationship with God, he will guide you and direct you in the path where he wants you to go, okay? And sometimes it doesn't make sense to other people, but it will make sense to you. And sometimes we have to do things that are outside the norm of a certain religion because we got that communication, okay? And to the other people, they're going to be like, that's not the way we do things. Yeah, to y'all, but, we have that communication. So a lot of times God will tell you certain things that does not make sense. It doesn't make sense to the normal human mind, but eventually in due time it'll make sense to you. But far as judging one's way of going about certain things, and if they don't do things the exact way like that particular religion asks for, and like I said, it's not to the T, don't judge them. Don't judge them, because if you judge that person, you also will be judged too. And treat people how you want to be treated. Don't go putting your nose in somebody else's business when they ain't sent for you. Okay, because you have some people out there, like I said, that are strictly in their particular religion and be like, oh, she didn't cover up her whole body. Oh, she has her arms out. Or, oh my goodness, she forgot to pray exactly on time. Oh, she did this, she did that. Okay, what have you done? What have you done? Are you perfect? I think not. Okay? So, like I said, let people be who they are. Okay? Yeah, you can give them some advice. You can give them some, knowledge if they come for you and ask you about it. But don't just shove it down their throat. But treat people with respect. Okay? And just because a person doesn't do something exactly to the T like the way you do, doesn't mean it's wrong or right. It doesn't mean that. It's however they go about certain things, that's just how they go about it. That's none of your business. Okay? So at the end of the day, check your mental. Check your mental. And if you are all over the place, evidently your nose is in too many people's business. Okay? So pick your nose back up, put it back on your face, and mind your business. Okay? Mind your own business, because this world, the way that it's going and the way that it is going, is so much stuff out here that you need to be tending to about yourself than to worry about what somebody else has got going on. Okay? Because jealousy, envy, and a lot more things people will send your way because they're like, okay, this person seems like they're having a good life. Everything is going peaches and cream for them, not knowing this person is going through hell. Okay? So my advice to people out here in the world is, if you yourself are healed, okay, if you yourself is healed here and here, and you have the drive, the motivation, you have the gift to speak to people, to uplift people, okay, and to put in that good word in that person's ear to help them throughout their week, do it. Do it. And for a lot of people that don't understand certain things, there's such thing as called life path numbers. And if you don't know how to do it, you can TikTok it or YouTube it, and it explains to you. Well, mine is 5. Okay, 5. And 5, we are leaders. Okay, we are leaders, and we also are rebels. And we're very good with the mouthpiece. And when I say good with the mouthpiece, we're good speakers, and people want to come and hear what we have to say. So with that said, is whenever you have a gift or a certain calling on your life, whatever you want to call it, and you don't use it, it'll be wear and tear on your body. Like something will start going wrong with your body because it's in you. Okay, it's in you, and that is the whole purpose of you actually being here to, work on your gifts. And I'm not gonna say make your gifts perfect, because nobody's perfect, but it's to work on your gifts and actually use them to help the people. And if you don't use that gift, eventually some form of way is going to hurt yourself. Okay, and so you don't want to hurt yourself. So if you have a gift to speak, speak. If you have a gift to see, make sure you tell people, hey, I'm seeing such and such, be aware of such and such, so do it that way. And stop crossing people out so quickly when they come to you, the genuinely ones, the ones that are authentically spiritually gifted. I ain't talking about the scammers out here, but I'm talking about the true ones, the ones that are actually gifted, and they tell you certain things. Don't brush it off. Don't take it lightly. Make sure you take heed, listen to it, and do what they were telling you about, or do and comprehend the warning that they gave you. Okay, because they have a life of their own. Okay, they could be doing other things right now, but they took their time out their day to tell you something that would help a certain person. And so out the kindness of their heart, they're helping you. So in return, take heed to it, please. Okay. Now, out of all these people that have been coming in, I appreciate you. I truly appreciate every last one of y'all that came in here. But on this particular live, if there is someone, okay, if there is someone that is physically and mentally struggling in just about everything, okay, and they feel like they want to just give up and they feel like they don't have purpose, hold on, okay? Hold on just a little while longer. Just hold on, okay? Because I'm here to tell you, come close to the screen if you have to. I'm here to tell you, you have a purpose. It's a reason why God brought you here. Okay, it's a reason. Yes, maybe your father is not in your life. Yes, maybe your mother might not be in your life, or your grandmother or family may not be around in your life, but you have a purpose. Okay, and don't you dare give up on you. You are that person that have a good heart. You have a good heart. You always try to help people. You want to see people win. You uplift people. But in return, you always get the short end of the stick. And I'm here to tell you, no matter what, no matter how hard it gets, it might be some days you be like, man, forget this. I'm throwing in my hands. I can't take it no more. Yes, you can. You were born for this. Okay? And a lot of times, being a good-hearted person and you have a calling on your life, when I say you're going to hit rock bottom, you're going to hit rock bottom. And when you do, guess what? There's no other way but up. Okay? There's no other way but up. And yes, like I said, family might leave you. Like, stop talking to you. Okay? I might call you crazy. All right? And you might have friends that just fall off and no longer want to talk to you no more. But you have to look at it as if it's like God is purifying things around you, okay? And clearing out certain things that don't mean you will. And at the top, sometimes it's lonely. Okay, yes, we be wanting certain people to go because we thought they were good and that's this and that, the third, but in the end, they really wasn't that good for you, okay? Or they wasn't cheering you on, or they wasn't, there for a good reason. It was to either use you or mistreat you. So like I said, if you don't have the village, okay, when I say the village, the family or whatever, and you feel like you're alone out here and you feel like you want to give up, don't you dare. Don't you dare give up. Yes, people want to talk about you. People want to drag your name through the mud. People gonna side-eye you. People gonna be like, oh, who does she think she is? She's somebody. Okay, she's somebody. And if you don't know, trust me, you will, F around and find out. So, and don't be quick to judge anybody. Because a person can be smiling and dressed to the T, but inside they're hurting. And hurt people hurt people. Okay, so don't be quick to judge anybody. But like I said, for the ones that feel like they're alone out here and they feel like they have no other choice and they just want to give up, don't you dare give up. Take one day at a time. Focus on yourself. Close out the the outside noise, okay? And also you have to work on your self-confidence. To other people, you might be the ugliest thing out there, but you need to tell yourself and believe in it that you are beautiful. You are beautiful in and out, okay? I'd rather be beautiful inside than outside, okay? But you're beautiful all the way around, okay? And know that you are special. You are special, and the world is watching and waiting. Not everybody is watching you, just to, put the what they call the evil eye on you or hate towards you. Some people actually need to hear what you have to say. Some people actually want to know and get a good message from somebody, okay? And majority of the time, good messages and good advice and good gifts and stuff come from strangers, from people that you don't actually know or haven't actually physically met, okay? Then people be treating you way better sometimes than family do. I'm just keeping it 100 with you because I didn't experience it before, so I know it to be true. So like I said, keep being your authentic self. Work on yourself. Don't worry about what other people got going on. Have that relationship with God, and that you and him know that y'all got. And whatever else, you do, and as long as it's for good, you know what I'm saying? You ain't out here hurting nobody, then you straight. You were straight. So continuously being yourself, being true to yourself, and love yourself. Never give up on yourself, because it's not in you to give up. It's in you to keep fighting and keep moving and keep doing, what you were called here to do. And some people might say, I don't know what I came here to do. I don't know my gifts. Keep living, okay? Keep living. Pray. Pray. Ask God to show you what your gifts is. Ask God to reveal what is your purpose here on earth. And he will show it. In due time, he will show it. And us as people, we have to realize our timing is not God's timing. We can want something at a certain time, and it doesn't actually happen at that time. But just when we feel like we're going to be like, man, just forget it, he shows up. So don't give up on yourself, because God has not gave up on you. So people, if they give up on you, so what? Who cares? That's one person up there. Or I ain't going to say person, but that's one. We're going to say person, but you know what I'm talking about. God, Allah, wherever you want to believe. That's one person that if he actually loves you and favors you, he will not give up on you. Even sometimes when you feel like giving up on yourself, he will not give up on you. And just when you think you're about to break and be like, I can't, he's like, yeah, you can. Okay, because he's not going to put more on you than he knows that you cannot handle. He gives you certain things and tests you. Like he tests you after test, because he knows that you're strong enough to bear that certain situation. You're strong enough to walk through that certain situation, even though you with your simple mind think, no, I'm not. I don't know who you think I am, but I am human here, God. Nah. Okay? Because you're favored. And he loves you. Like I said, people might get jealous of you. People might leave you. People might talk about you. People might claim that they care about you and actually don't. But God will reveal it. He will show it. And you just have to be yourself. Be yourself, because we can put on a good show for people. We can put on a good show for people and be this certain image to these people out here. But God sees right through the BS. Okay? So why not just be yourself? Because these people, they can't judge you. They can't judge you because they're not perfect themselves. So stop worrying about what others think or what they're going to say, or to please somebody else, because the only one that you need to be pleasing is the man upstairs, God, Allah, whatever you want to call him, universe, whatever you want to call him. That's the one that your main goal you need to be pleasing. But like I said, I'm not going to hold nobody long. And I appreciate everybody for tuning in live. That really means a lot to me. And like I said, as long as I could help somebody as far as in the message and giving them a good word, something that they can take with them, then I've done my job here. But until next time, peace, love, and always good ass energy.